Hello, fellow notaries. This is Liz Head, EC Head Notary Training Workshops. It's been coming up, it's been circling around in my brain for a little bit since I had a conversation with a person a couple weeks ago about how she treats her clients as people and not as a transaction. And I started thinking about it and I said, well, shoot, I think I'm a transactional person. And I think that I'm a transactional person because I believe in getting in and getting out. So the more I thought about it, I thought, well, I can be a transactional person. Just because I'm a transactional person does not mean that I don't give the customer service required for what we do. So I wanted to just talk a little bit to you about what it means to be transactional, but still be a people person meaning you're providing customer service. Your job as a notary is to get in and get out, get those signatures, make sure they're signing in the right place, give them the guidance that they need in order to sign in the right places, date in the right places, so forth and so on. But there's also a certain amount of compassion that comes along with that transaction. So what I would suggest is that when we are going about our notary signing jobs, that we first of all take our lead from the customer. If the customer is like open to a little bit of conversation, then you follow their lead with that conversation. If they are like, hey, I'm busy, I just need to sign so I can go, then you follow that lead and you keep your chatter to a minimum, which you basically should keep the chatter to a minimum anyway. But then the other thing is, in providing this optimum customer service, we have to understand that we are the last line of defense. So sometimes when we get to the customer, they have been through sure hell trying to get that loan closed. So they may be a little bit irritated and they may want to fuss a little bit. They may want to complain about the process. So what I do when that happens is I just give them a little time to vent, to get it out of their system. So I just sit back and just let them talk about it, and I do it in an empathetic way so that they know that, hey, I'm in this with you. I'm here to make sure this part of this process goes smoothly. So that is definitely a customer service trait within that transactional behavior that I think I have. It's about the transaction, but it's also about the people. So we have to meet the people where they are, allow them to get that out of their system, that complaining out of their system. However, you have to know how and when to move it along. So after you put your pen down, you sit back in your chair, you let them talk a little bit, you express your empathy to them, and then you might just have to explain to them how you have to move on with this process because you have an hour to get it done, to get it back to your hiring company. And you want to always go in not rushing the customer. You never rush the customer because they are paying for that service. Well, they are paying for 1 hour of my time. Unless there are issues on that file, then they have got 1 hour. So it's my responsibility to move it along. So you have to figure out techniques to move it along. For instance, you might just start talking about the next document and what needs to happen with that next document. You might just slide that document across the table to them so that they can see that you're ready for that next document. That works well for moving the process along without having to say a whole lot. So you just want to remember, you never rush them. They are paying. Now, if there are issues with the file and you have to call the loan officer or you have to call the title company to get something resolved, then yes, that may take you a little bit longer. And what I recommend and what I do, if there is going to be a delay, I indicate that in the comment section on, let's say, SnapDocs, or if I got it through email, I will send an email explaining what the delay is. But it's still about transactional, or should I say, customer service within a transactional relationship. So that's the way I look at it. And I hope that when we are looking at our notary assignments, that we know that yes, it's a transaction that we must complete. However, we want to always make sure that we are employing the human side of the business. We're doing it with compassion. We're doing it with first of all, we're going to be knowledgeable because we will have gotten our training. So we know what to do with the documents. And then when we get down to the customer service part of it, it's like, can someone be taught customer service? I say yes. It's just some techniques that you employ in order to make sure that you are providing customer service. And the one thing that always works is you think about how you would like someone to treat you if you were in that situation. So think about the customer service in that realm, and that may help you make sure that you are providing good customer service in a transactional situation. So thank you for allowing me to share. Again, this is Liz Head, EC Head Training, Notary Training Workshops. And thank you so much, and you have a great day now.
Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe.